Welcome to Yoga Vinyasa Flow and meditation class to reflect. Sometimes, in order to go further, we need to stop. Reflect on our current path, what's been working and not, and then take decisions from where on our further path. In order to have less automatism and more authentic way from our hearts. And the reflection can be on a season, year, even week, or your personal period of life. At first, we'll do several minutes of breathing, then we'll have a yoga sequence, and we will finish with meditation on reflections. Suitable to practice for all levels at any time of the day and no props needed. If you would like more such free content in future, like this video, share to your friends, subscribe this channel to push our content to top, and let me know what you think about this class in the comments. These are 3 ways to support. If you see value in our content and you would like to donate, press the links on the Patreon subscription or one-time PayPal, which you will find in description of this video. Appreciate very much. Whenever you feel ready, let's begin. And let's all meet in a comfortable sitting position to have several minutes to come back to our bodies and here and now feeling from our daily errands and jobs. And once feeling ready, let's close our eyes and starting to feel the ground, the mat, body areas touching the ground. Maybe we can hear the sounds around us. And maybe we can start feeling our hearts, our heart rhythms. Our body temperature and temperature in the room or wherever we are. And our deep breaths. Maybe we can feel our belly expanding, or maybe our chest lifting up and down. Through whichever way we breathe, it's fine. Just let's observe. Maybe we can feel air under our nose. And let's have a movement a little to connect further with our breaths and bodies. Let's all meet in a kneeling position with our knees bent on the ground and together. And once we are ready, let's slowly lift our arms up, interlacing fingers at the sky, lengthening our spine here and feeling our breaths. With next exhalation, let's release our arms and let's twist to the right, opening our right shoulder. Feeling legs on the ground. And with next inhalation, let's come back to center and let's twist to the left. Opening our left shoulder. Grounding ourselves to deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center and let's interlace our fingers at the back, opening our hearts here observing how we feel. And let's add some movement here with exhalation, forwarding fold, reaching with our foreheads towards the ground. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale with straight back, forward fold. Inhale, vertebra by vertebra, lifting up. One more time with our breaths. And once we lifted, let's all meet on all fours. Our hips in line with knees and shoulders in line with wrists, hips distance apart, and let's have cats and cows. Inhale, our head and hips to the sky. Exhale, rounding our backs. Inhale, arching our backs. Exhale, round. Let's continue in our rhythms with our breaths. Pushing from our palms firmly grounded on the mat. One more time. Beautiful. Let's release our hearts towards the mat to a puppy pose. Our hips stay in line with our knees. And let's pause, guys. Inhale, lifting our backs a little bit up. Exhale, lengthening our spines and drawing our hearts to the mat. Inhale, tucking in our belly, in other words, a little bit. Exhale, releasing our hearts towards the mat. Gorgeous. Let's lift up and let's meet in downward facing dog by lifting our hips up and back. And this is our last pose, guys. Let's push from the palms, lengthening our spines, drawing our hearts towards our thighs. And let's bicycle our legs, bending one knee, then another, feeling our movement, feeling our breaths. Maybe wanna rock the sides. Let's move it out. Good job. Once you feel ready, let's meet in a sitting position for meditation. If you feel you need to stay longer in downward dog, you can stop this video and stay there as long as you need. And once we meet in a sitting position, let's close our eyes and let's take a moment to catch our breaths. Feeling again our body areas on the ground, our legs, our feet, our hips, and our body temperature, and our deep inhales and exhales. And let's have the feeling of these deep breaths and our feet on the ground as our anchor, as our connection with self, as our center and core. Our feet on the ground and deep inhales and exhales. And let's continue feeling our breaths together I'll have some questions for you to observe. And just further having those deep inhales and exhales, just let's observe what comes up to these questions. Maybe answers and thoughts, maybe visuals, maybe some feelings. Maybe not all the answers come to all the questions, and it's all fine. Just let's try just to observe how it is. When do you feel as your true self? Where and when do you feel your integrity? What gives you the energy? When with whom you feel charged? What relationships been working lately? And what's not been working? Where do you need boundaries? And it's totally fine to need boundaries. No matter what relationships are with these people. What's been draining your energy lately? And what can you change about it? Feeling strong, firm feet on the ground and deep breaths. What can you change about it? What comes up? What gives you joy? And how can you implement this more in your life? What thoughts, assurance do you have about yourself which are not yours? And what is yours? What is your voice? From deep inside, what feels you need to do, or you are ready to do, but you feel fear maybe? How can you help yourself on this? Feeling strong, firm feet, deep breaths, connecting with your inner strength. How can you help yourself on this? Having deep breaths in and out. Collecting all the answers. Let's gently move our fingers and toes. And once we are feeling ready, let's open our eyes. If it feels to, maybe you would like to write down in the journaling the answers. I'm very happy and glad you did reflections with me. And if it's your first times and maybe you didn't have any much answers, they didn't come up, or maybe you don't feel very comfortable or very joyful and very satisfied, I want to say that it's all fine. And it resonates with me because new beginnings are not comfortable at times. But deep in the heart, if it's good for us, we feel it. That this was good for us, even though maybe we don't feel best as how we imagine. And let's just breathe through it. Let's observe, breathe through it, and let's step by step go further through our paths of lives with less automatism and more authentic ones from our hearts. Have a beautiful rest of the day.